Eric. Hi, not Miranda.
Hi, I'm Pixel.
Hi, Pixel. Hey, True Believers Englentine here. Oh my goodness. Oh my godness. We are continuing this train that we started a long time ago because one of us said, I'm bored. Can you do a show? And I came up with a cover ranking show. We are on the 185th episode today. Do you know that? That's 185. We are 15 away from the big 200. We're going to run out of cover by every 50, 100, and 150. Those shows were covers with that number. We're going to start running out. I don't know what we're going to do when we hit 250 or 300, and there's going to be a small amount of those covers to actually rank. I'm kind of excited. Henry, by the way, Henry Jeremic in the chat went on over to Ko-Fi, and I should pop this up when I'm talking about it. And he took advantage of a deal I've got. You can go over there for $5. You pick whatever topic you want, and you tell us what you want to talk about. If you pick a cover ranking, you can even tell us what 12 covers to rank, which Henry did. So we do have a couple of covers that we've ranked before, but you know what? We're going to have fun with this as well. It is Jack Kirby's Fantastic Four. This isn't the only Fantastic Four of the month either, so we're going to have one more later. I say let's just get this thing going, considering we're 16 minutes late, but let's go for book one. Oh, I got to share out that thingamajigger here, don't I?
All right. I mean, it helps, probably.
A little bit. All right.
Just a little. There you go.
All righty. Present arms. And here we go.
Wait, we got to turn our cameras on and show your arms? Okay.
Yes. Present your arms.
I don't got my own. How about I show you this guy?
Do you want to see my fingers?
Oh my gosh, what is on your face?
That sounded incredibly creepy. Oh my gosh, you've got a creepy uncle mustache.
Are you drinking chocolate milk again?
Do you know what? The way you look right now, it looks like you're wearing fake glasses and a fake nose and a fake mustache.
It does.
When
you look like somebody put
hot death. Okay.
Hey, I'll just say this.
Oh my God. I feel like I need to wipe the screen off where your upper lip is. There's something.
Hold on, guys. Pixel.
Tell me that the mustache gives them Walt Disney vibes, and it made my day. So,
Pixel, when I said you look like Woody Allen, I didn't even embrace it.
And now let me put my 2 cents worth. Pixel, the jam that is just a mustache has been out since before there was a U. And it didn't come back.
The only guy who could still rock it is Tom Selleck. Just saying.
Or I said, gay cowboys.
And you're not, well, maybe.
No.
We know you're not Tom Selleck, but at least the other way. All righty, kids, let's get to this thing. Do we have everybody in? Or we've got Eric coming in first. Then Pixel showed up. And then RDV and Amy, and hello to all. And here is
I don't want that creepy little mustache that close to me.
And well, hold on just a second. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Eric. Then we have Pixel, RDV, Amy, Eric. Oh man, by 1. You know what? I'm going to move this one up just 1. There we go. Okay, that should fit. Alrighty. Oh wait, that means I don't start any. I'm okay with that. Let's get this thing going. Eric, here's book 1. It is Fantastic Four number 100.
And while you're doing that, did you plan on giving me the tier listing?
Oh yeah, let me share that out. Thank you.
Boy, guy lines up for a bunt. If that didn't hit his bat, it was headed right for his face.
Why is there a monkey?
I think that's a weird review of this cover.
Don't you
Eric.
remember? The monkeys on there. That's from the Red Ghost.
Yeah, I'm just.
That's not a monkey. That's Namor's face. Oh, you're talking about the monkey.
Is he the purple guy?
Now, the monkey is what the monkey's tail is sitting on.
So
Pixel's
the guy
lip.
on the bottom left with the white hair, that's the Red Ghost, and those are his 2 chimps with a gun, and then you got the gorilla up the top.
Oh, okay. Well, why isn't he wearing red?
Well, he decided it's laundry day. I gotta wash my clothes sometime.
Well, okay, that's fair. So him and the monkeys are headed to the laundromat. That makes sense.
That sounds like the beginning of a child's rhyme.
Yeah, the monkeys.
Eric, what do you think of this?
It is tiny baby hands on the monkeys.
Hey, we're the monkeys. We're gonna rob you.
Somebody's gonna say it's too busy. I say balderdash, falderall. This is a 10.
All righty. Faldering Balderdash.
Oh my
All
gosh!
right, and Pixel.
Oh my gosh, do you know who I see?
I know. I see him too.
Oh my gosh, Alicia?
Daddy,
Are we in this comic book ranking?
I think we are,
Oh no, that's just me.
but I might be in the book. So
You might be, but you're not on the cover.
that's,
Could
that's
be.
bullshit.
This is great. I love it.
Want some more of it?
What is, like, I get it. The Red Ghost's ape. You know, they got to be there, but like, really, you put the apes over a better angle on Puppet Master and Paste Pot Pete over there? Really? Even the wizard, like you get barely his face.
Could be worse. Look at Dr. Doom. I'm 90 years old.
Here's a question: where is he, the Moon Man?
Yeah, they couldn't contact him. There's no cell reception underground.
I am entertaining him inside the book, Daddy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So what do you score this, Pix?
This is great, though. I'm gonna go 9.
Alright.
Just because some of the detail work,
I gotta say,
just a touch where.
there's no other perfect match. They're both in the dark.
That's right.
So how about you, RDB?
I'm going at 10 with this. Because what is Johnny doing? Useless. While the rest of them are trying to fight.
Wait, I'm not
Is
here,
that what
guys.
yeeting is? That was bad. All righty. How about you, Amy? What do you say?
There's a monkey trying to mug like either Doctor Doom or Mr. Fantastic with a ray gun.
I know.
It's a 10. How could it not be?
I don't know. Ask Pixel.
Oh, Pixel, did you see the monkey trying to mug Doctor
I
Doom or
did.
Mr. Fantastic with a ray gun?
I did. But
That's pretty great.
His mustache is too tight.
What a mook.
Right. Okay, let's wow.
What is your score?
I like the cover. I don't think it's 10 worthy either. So let's go to the chat and
Jay
Let's see what they
Lucian
say.
starting us off with a 10.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, haha, fantastic cover, colors, and detail. 10.
Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up with y'all.
With Kato.
Oh, there we go. Darth Kato says, each character is well drawn, but this cover is very busy. It's an 8.
Desert Rose says 9. Are we in this comic, Daddy?
I am. That's what matters.
I hate you, Daddy.
That's Boulder Dash.
Balderdash. Yes. I say that
Falderall.
word.
I like that word. By the way, thank you for bringing Falderall back there, Eric.
Boulder Dash. Is that a Pokemon?
The Eagle
Oh,
Dragon
you
says
forgot
9. Starfire.
Henry Jeremick says, book number 1. I like Arthur Adams' recreation of this cover. It is very cool. It is the 9.
I need this next one. So, Little
Go for it.
Rhaegar says it is too busy, but it's good. But I also see a filthy inhuman, so that lowers it down to a 9.
There's 2 of them, by the way.
Wait.
Two.
One darnation. How's it going, Rhaegar?
Lockjaw's beside Dr. Doom under the monkey.
Hey guys,
How?
Big man, just saw your message. Been having some issues past few days with my PC.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's because you're conservative. You're not following with the PC stuff.
Yo, but it's better now after deleting some Steam and clearing my cache space. I will say 8.
Yo, it's okay, bro. I got you. I read as MK.
He did. Mongo Reader says 10.
At least Manga.
Manga just pawn in Game of Life.
Mongo Reader says 10. I like seeing a villain squabble and seeing Crystal, the princess of the dirty Inhumans.
He said inhumane, though. So
The dirty Inhumane. They are inhumane. They
I
are.
love Dark
Thank
Keto.
you.
yeah,
Give
Darth
me your
Keto
money
says.
and your bananas, or I go pew pew.
I know, it's-
That's awesome. Oh, there's probably some more.
Every party has a pooper. That's we invited you eat.
We invited you eat. Yeah, I give it an 8. Alrighty, so let's go to the chat to see where we land this thing. Or
What?
go to the score. We have 3 8s, taking out 3 of the
Read
2
it
5
again.
10s, and then 6 9s. So it is a 9. All right, gonna go for the book 2s. He's go for book 2.
Is it the
Alrighty.
9?
Go for book 2. Yeah, that's not a bad way to start off a show with a 9. Okay.
Zach likes it.
And
There's
it
no-
is Pixel's turn to lead us off, and he has Fantastic Four number 73.
And the wingless wizard. Oh, look, there's Daredevil.
This is going to be the most unpopular opinion of the night, probably. Listen, I understand having a lot of guest stars is a lot of fun, but this is the
Story of a girl.
who cried a river and drowned the whole world. It's
Hey, what?
I'm sorry. This is just it wants to be exciting, but in wanting to be exciting, it's rather boring. You have this plain white background. You have nothing about the setting. You just have, oh, look, it's superheroes going to fight each other. And I'm sorry, that's not enough to make me say, oh, man, this cover is great. I want this on my wall. No, this one I don't care about having on my wall. Though if I did, I'd be a very rich man. This is a 6.
Alrighty.
Now tell us about the book, youngster.
Okay, how about you, RDV?
Well, it's got my main guy on there.
Which one?
Mine.
Guy is chock full of nuts. Gonna give it a tour.
Tour.
Hey, look, it must be John Hammond on there because it's not the useless torch.
But he
I'm giving
missed Spider-Man.
I'm giving this a clobbering 10.
Alrighty. And Amy, what says ya?
Well, I mean, so Spider-Man's right there, and Human Torch still manages to miss him.
Damn it!
So
Amy wouldn't miss with starting a fire. She would get it right exactly.
kind of thinking, would Spider-Man be a better match for Mr. Fantastic than Daredevil? Or does this, I mean, Thor and Thing, yeah, that's pretty much the only way you could go with them.
Mr. Fantastic takes out the lot, except for Thor, maybe.
So I don't know. I might yeah, maybe Daredevil and Johnny Storm.
Mr.
But-
Fantastic would make Spider-Man his biatch.
Doubt it.
You wouldn't be able to lay a hand on him.
Oh,
But I think it would be a closer match than Johnny Storm.
one of the worst written scenes was in a book called Civil War, by the way, which is a book full of worst scenes. There's one where they're watching people fight, and he's like, it's what is it? It's like uncanny, and goes through all the things, and then Spider-Man kicks him in the head, saying "amazing," and I'm thinking, horseshit. Reed Richards can literally stretch his head around Spider-Man's foot and freaking Loki him the way Thor or
Only
Hulk
if he's
did in
prepared,
Avengers.
though. If he's not prepared for it.
He was watching him jumping. Yes, if there is nothing that can actually, no physical force, no brute physical force that can harm Mr. Fantastic, he can
But you also know what happens.
shrink. He can go through
Sir?
the air pockets in concrete. That's as far as he can
The
stretch.
first Amazing Spider-Man book, he went against FF and he won.
He is, because it was bad writing.
Yeah.
If Spider-Man tries to hit
Watch your
Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Fantastic can absorb his ass and flop him around until the day is done. Anyway, go on ahead.
But overall, I think there's some nice drawings in here. I think Daredevil probably comes across with one of the cooler poses, which is kind of interesting. I don't know. It's nicely done, and I like the colors, and I like the inks, and for whatever reason, I just like this one. So I think I'll give it a 10.
All righty.
If
And
you
then
hate Miller,
We have Eric.
You know, after I sold my collection, I didn't have many books. I said like a couple books here and there. I went back and got this one, and I put it on my wall. You know why? Because I couldn't find a poster of it. That's how much of a 10 this is. Anybody that doesn't, if you don't think it's a 10, I don't know what to say.
All righty. And with that, we will go
I have a
on
few
to
choice
the
words.
chat. All right. And let's go on over to the chat to see what they have to say.
Oh,
All right, let's start off with what is the first one?
Jay.
Jay Lucian gives this a 10.
Darth Kato says this is doing nothing for me. It's a 5.
Desert Rose says 6.
Let's see here. Oh wow.
That's very positive. I think that has to be.
Energemic.
Yeah.
That's Starfire again, right?
Henry Jeremick says book number 2. This is the great book. It is the 10.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, fantastic 10. Very cool cover and colors and shows off many aspects of my intellectual property.
Thanks. The ethereal dragon goes rah 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 5.
Manga reader says it's too basic. I give it a 6 because they threw in Spider-Man.
Wait, did he snap into a Slim Jim after reading that?
Yeah,
Probably.
Little Rhaegar says, all's because I'm not blind like Alicia or some other people rating this cover. This is a 10.
I always liked that kid.
Yep.
Okay, maybe.
We have to go all the way down to MK.
It looks like a Daredevil was using Mr. Fantastic arm as a hula hoop. Question: who's winning, Plastic Man or Mr. Fantastic?
Plastic Man.
Isn't Plastic Man immortal, and does that differ by writer? I'll say no.
In all honesty, if they were writing him correctly, Mr. Fantastic and Plastic Man would be kind of the same characters. But Plastic Man. Because if you look at how each one of them is written, the DC writers really use their imagination with the Plastic Man's
But
powers.
Plastic Man's an idiot.
Mhm.
Reed would come up with some event.
Yeah, you're right. If you are you just doing stretch powers to stretch powers, or are you having Reed Richards be able to retreat and use his intelligence to create something?
It all depends where
Because,
they're fighting and stuff, because Reed is able to think on his feet, where Plastic Man's like, hey, I got an idea.
Well,
It's
no,
like, go bounce the ball.
Plastic Man has street smarts. He was a former criminal, so he's not a stupid person. He's just not Reed Richards.
Really? I was just saying, he's been written like that for the past 30 years.
Not stupid.
It's kind of funny
And
how
what was it that we used to, we need to bring back Thunderdome. That's what
That is, I agree with you. Gosh darn it.
That's what this all is
something.
showing.
Alrighty, so we have 2 5s and 4 6s and 1 9, and they are trying to take
Did you
down
get
10 10s
Dark
and
Apple
failing.
Mark
Ladies
Harris?
and gentlemen, we have our first 10 of the night.
Marcher gives it a 10. Rhaegar does as well.
Alrighty.
Or that art says it there.
Suck it, mustache. This is still a 10.
Listen, just
All right.
because
Hey, guys, entertain the troops. I'll be
I
right back.
delight
We're
in
trying.
other people.
Oh, we are now. Now he's gone. Hey!
Do-do-do-do-do. I still think it's kind of funny how Reed Richards he has a superpower, but like I feel like Mr. Fantastic isn't as like prevalent a force in the Marvel universe overall, and even in the Fantastic Four as Reed Richards is. Like he's almost known more for his intelligence than he is his superpower.
Because he holds back, because you always have the Thing and Johnny who run into battle. Sousa's like, oh my gosh. It's become their trope.
Sue's been written as overpowered these days. All right, we need to go for book
really.
3.
Yeah, yes, really.
Being able to like give someone an aneurysm, I think that's we're going to
Dark Admiral Mark Chair says 10. Yeah, I'm gonna continue the Edwin Wynn thing. All right. When I can do it. All right. So let's go for book 3. All righty. And it is RDV's turn to lead us off. And you have the Fantastic Four, number 71.
What?
Number 71.
What the? Sizzling big action issue?
That's what it says.
It says sizzling big action issues.
Oh boy. But perfect placement for the letters. Got the action in 4 corners, highlighting the heroes being heroes. I'm giving it a clobbering 10.
Amy?
All right.
Amy, what you gonna do?
Amy, tell me why it's a 10 to you as well.
It's so bizarre. I mean, I've not seen that kind of thing done with a comic book cover, and I guess it's hard to know, what it is you first see when you're looking at it. But I think it's funny. Ben's punching this green person, and you just see feet. There's just feet.
It
So it's
looks
kinda
like,
like
is it Super Adaptoid?
No, but it's same person, same thing on all 4
Yeah.
right,
pictures.
I think it's the same green character.
Yeah.
They're just he's trying to fight the Fantastic Four and having, well, not very good luck because he's.
Well, it looks like the Thing defeated him.
Yep. All that's left are his feet. So that's what we've got here. I think what the heck? I'll give it a 10 just because I've not seen something like it, and that's exciting.
Well, the only time you're going to see stuff like this is if you look at the early action comic books.
Really?
The World's Finest, when they have they split up in like 4 different things, previews, what's going to happen in the book. I've never seen this from Marvel before.
Maybe that's what it is. Because I'm like, what is
Like
this?
I said, it is creative though that they actually put the words in the middle.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. They usually have them in little captions on one side or the other, and then put an image right in the middle. And then I'm like, huh.
So you're going to get in this?
A 10?
Alrighty then.
Okay.
The big man in the sky.
Eric.
Well, to your point about Sue being overpowered. Well, since comic books are aimed at lesbian cat ladies now, of course she's the most powerful.
Well, this is before
They say she's the most powerful hero, and they say her and Scarlet Witch are the 2 most powerful characters in the Marvel universe.
But I'm saying when they showed her with doing the stuff like after those early 2000s, it wasn't like this new stuff when they were writing her like that.
No, but she's formidable, but they give her new powers with the same frequency that they give them to Captain Marvel.
I don't know. The last time she got a new power is when they said that she can alter her color of her hair and stuff. Because of light, reflecting light, because
She can reflect
powers.
the light. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But before that, though, I said it's
Well, when it said she could give people aneurysms, those are your telepathic mental powers that she shouldn't have. But anyway,
she's focusing on air bubbles. That's all she's doing with her.
Yeah, I said it's like, then if she could do that, then they'd never lose to anybody. Yep. There'd be no point in having the book.
Mr. Fantastic. They wouldn't lose anybody, but they nerfed him.
I'm giving this a 10 also.
According to the Marvel Universe, Mr. Fantastic's the dumbest guy around. Okay, Pixel, what do you say?
No, he's the smartest guy around. It's just every woman's smarter than him.
That's
Yeah, beyond every smart guy is an even smarter woman. Because she's got him wrapped around her finger.
Well, I dare say Sue probably does.
Well, yes. But Mr. Pixel, what do you say?
Oh, what did you rank it, Bring?
10.
Oh, okay.
Might be the only one who doesn't go 10.
It's fun.
It is on pressure.
Okay, wait a minute. Now that I actually get to take a look and see that we get all aspects of the 4, that is pretty great. No, 10.
Yeah, because the individual drawings are all actually really well done.
And it's just bringing it together. I should see all 4 aspects of the Fantastic Four.
You mean they're done? They're actionally well done.
Actually,
I think this is an 8. All right, let's go to the chat.
is it true that Sue can't be invisible and use her invisible shields at the same time still, or did she figure
They
that
were
out?
limiting, yes, and I think it's still true today that she can't use them while she's.
Okay, so it's one or the other. That's scary for her. Okay.
I mean, if she could though, yeah, then I think she'd start to get a little OP'd.
Jay Lucian starts us off with a 10.
All right. Darth Kato says, "Now this one's cool. I'll give it a meowy 10."
Doc Admiral Marchand.
Yeah, there, Doc.
He agrees.
Is Reed fighting Doomsday in a green outfit? I'll say 8.
I like it.
Tuesday's Pokemon.
Desert Rose gives this a 9, and Ethereal Dragon gives it an 8.
But wait, you're skipping Rhaegar. I was reading this.
You should have finished it.
I didn't want to interrupt her because
You did interrupt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she read the stuff, okay? Calm down there, Pixel.
Who is this villain? It's Batman.
It's another base man. Anyways, looks cool. 10.
Michael Mouse Taylor, fantastic action, 10 colors and detail.
Ooh. Henry Jeremick says, book number 3. This is one of my favorite issues of the It's awesome. It's the 10.
Did you just read FF as foo?
That's
Alrighty.
what
No, that's awesome. Please continue. I think that is a great way to read it. Yes.
We can't continue because there's no more. No.
Alrighty. Then we got to stop. What we've got here is 3 8s, 1 9, and 10 10s. So we have a second 10 of the night. Some tells me it's Jack Kirby. We're going to see a 10 fest. Can't say I'm hating on it. Let's go here. And then it is Amy's turn. Because we are going to go for book 4. There we go. And let's see. Your book, your first time at bat is, whoa, this used to be one of my favorite issues of all time. This is Fantastic Four number 167.
Oh, wow. My goodness. That's exciting. Let's see here. So there's Johnny Storm. He's flying up and trying to shoot the Hulk with fire. And is Hulk deflecting it and Invisible Woman's trying to keep herself from getting hit?
No,
with fire?
Hulk is actually swinging at the Invisible Woman and hitting the shield while he's being hit with the fire.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So the fire burst then is just him bouncing off of her shield. Okay, that's cool. Did we read this one? I think I remember the art.
I think we did. And do you remember what people said about the proportion size? Look at
About
people windows.
Yeah, I know, right? They kind of look like little posters of people on the side.
Well, no, they're too big to fit inside that archway.
Right? But what is it?
It's in
St. Louis Arch.
Yeah, St. Louis. Yeah, sorry.
Really? So do people go up in the arch up
You
there?
can.
Or?
Yes, it's not as steep. They did they did that roller coaster steepness because it fits on the cover.
I was gonna say, man, going, ah, he falls. He gets to us.
Yeah,
Because if you try to stand on the side, you're
don't
just straight
push,
down.
don't push. Yeah,
Right? But it's still a fun picture.
Well,
Oh,
maybe
there's a little bitty cars down there.
well, maybe they are in a roller coaster cart. Yeah, they're just going.
That could be. Whee! I don't know. I like this, and it's got the little face shots next to where it says "Fantastic."
thank
Four.
you, Leon.
Hey, Leon. Good to see you.
Ah.
I don't know. I like it. I'm gonna give it a 10.
All righty. And what about you, Eric?
Yeah, you,
For-
Eric.
First week that I bought new comics, this was one of them.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
I've always loved this. I don't care that the people are packed into the arch like sardines.
Help us! We've been packed into this arch.
I feel like they're missing their lower torsos.
Well, this isn't a first for Kirby. Remember the cover to FF25 when the people were taller than the floors of the building that was being constructed.
Yep.
So what the heck? He's Jack Kirby. He's busy.
Yeah.
And
Right. Can you tell what's going on or not? Okay.
I like there's a little soup there. I'll show him my butt.
she looks like the Silver Surfer.
This looks so different. But that's pretty good if her shield managed to hold up to the Hulk.
All right. See, what did you say? You said 10, or you give score?
I said 10.
Okay. Then it's
Are you meaning 26 with the Hulk on the top of the construction?
26. Yeah.
Yeah.
Professor Pixel. What do you say?
Yeah, no, this is an easy 10. Like, look at them all teaming up like that. And all those people being squeezed into that arch, that's just part of the fun.
True.
Yep.
And you got the
All right.
ting.
Yeah,
And
It's a college prank.
you got the ting, and you got the Hulk. You got Reed Richards being punched, Johnny being useless, and Sue's doing some kind of weird dance move.
Ooh.
How can you
did I even get up here?
This is a smashing 10. The mystery of how they got the people in there sells the book.
Okey-dokey.
This sells the book.
But what do you
Alright.
say?
And I'm saying 10 as well. I love this cover since I was a little kid. Like Eric, this is one of the first books I bought. I wasn't a collector yet. I was a buyer of comics, but not quite a collector yet. And this Thing in the Hulk.
Now you're
It's going to be awesome. And Leon says, hi, and all. I sent you something in the mail. I've had them over for over 30 years, but you can sell them in your auction. It's not your children, is it, Leon?
No, it's his underwear.
Yeah. No. Oh, well, that's okay then. Yes. All righty. But no, thank you, Leon. Thank you very much.
Never
let's
been
get
watched.
started. Well, that just makes it better.
It's more personal. Jay says 10. After
It
Camera
looks
Watch here says a 10 as well.
Yeah, he agrees.
Michael Mouse Taylor says fantastic action-packed cover, colors, and
Hello.
detail. I type the same thing every time. Oh boy, it's a 10.
Good evening, Wayne Smith.
Hello, Wayne. Rose agrees with that 10. As does Dragon.
Why is Ben fighting a reed over the last cigar?
Some meowing must be done.
Darth Kato says, this is a great cover. I like how each window has a different person in it. That's nice attention to detail. Nice details and action. It's a 10.
Well, what? The guy who chose the cover makes this an impure... Oh, okay.
Let's see here.
Yes, go ahead.
Book number 4, says Henry Jeremick. I picked it up probably for the same reason Eagleteen likes this book. George Perez interior art. Ooh, the covers are cool. It
That and the
is
flavor.
the 9.
All
I
right.
have not tried eating one of these. It might be good with the mustard.
All right, Pilgrim. It's a
And Big Tree.
it's a 9 from Wayne Smith.
We're not worthy. Sorry.
All right.
No, little Rhaegar says there is no way in a comic costed 25 cents. I would have bought a dump truck full of comics as a kid. With my allowance on that price, it's a 10.
Except for your allowance would have been $1 if. Yeah.
You mean like it's like Lizzo backing up a dump truck to get out of that bucket of chicken?
Ooh.
Jackson Roy Kirk says that this is a 10. And
Jimmick says, I started buying books when the cover price was 20 cents.
let's
Says it
read,
just like
read
that for some
MK
reason.
so we can wrap this up.
Read MKs. You got Jackson's?
Yeah, I said it.
Where's MKs?
It's
Underneath
under
the
the
stop.
border
Past the stop. Okay.
and above
That's it.
breaker.
So, I wonder if Sue can give brain attacks and force fields, etc. How would she do reverse the Flash? Could he penetrate her? Oh my. Before she uses protection.
Oh my.
Anyway, I'll say 9. Toitos.
Toy dolls.
All right.
Always use protection when
And
you're fighting against
after
other people.
that, yeah,
Yes.
we have 3 9s and 15 10s, by the way. All right, we're moving on, and we're going to book 5, and Eric's starting back up again. Go for
I think she probably
5.
could. Like I said, like the Flash is only hard to beat if he's already moving. But if he's just standing there and not paying attention, he doesn't have spider sense.
She would have to do first strike because he
And if she's
moves
invisible,
faster.
yeah.
He can move faster than thought. So
If she has her
if
shield
he
up,
gets if he it wouldn't matter.
like if she can she sustain her shield? Like if she could just be like, okay, something's coming. Can she
He can
just
go
put
through
a
the
shield up
shield.
and
If
wait?
he first of all, if you want to do the fight intelligently, he wouldn't know about her shields. But he could rock her if he even hits it at full speed. I think that's one thing a lot of riders get wrong.
Well, it
Also,
depends if he runs towards her. But I mean, if she puts like a air bubble or force field around his head, cutting off his oxygen supply, like she's done the band before.
like I said, she would definitely have to get first strike. Alrighty, so let's go for book 5.
It's a great
You're
move,
being
Jackie Chan.
invisible.
Eric's turn again. Let me see. 5,
It is
6, 7,
Eric's
8,
turn.
9, 10.
But Flash is a nice guy, so
Was
I'm sure
was this also a 10?
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty, Eric, you have book 5.
Headbutt.
Er,
I remember this issue.
I'm just drinking it all in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's a lot there.
Reed and Sue are playing bondage games on the rocks there. Yeah, there's really
Well, their marriage was on the rocks, right?
apparently they should have been paying attention to the fight.
What's
They
Johnny
look
doing?
like the Rock'em Sock'em robots.
They really do. But
That's
that's,
kind of-
I great. Sorry, it's a 10.
Alrighty, and how about you, Pixel?
Tell us why you don't think it's 10. I'm Pixel.
No, I'm Pixel.
Hello, I'm Pixel.
There's a lot I like about this cover.
Yeah.
But is the perspective odd to anybody else? Just a little bit.
This
Like,
point, I
'cause-
think it's more of a graphic art choice than a kind of a literal illustrative choice.
Yeah,
And I'm-
but
oh,
here's
sorry,
the
that's-
thing. Here's the thing. Where
There's the thing.
there's the thing. Where Johnny is like going all around and swooping to the side, it doesn't look like he's actually aiming towards the action. He's just kind of.
He's going to look at it.
There. I know, but like
not
it
do
looks like
anything.
he's posted there. Them being at a distance, but still feeling a little too close. It's just odd. It's odd. This is classic. It's definitely got a lot going for it, but I've got some issues. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go 7.
All right. And how about you, RDB?
You know, there's something wrong with that boy. This is a 10.
Alrighty then. Amy?
Yeah, I like these warm colors and the style for the inks that were being used, and it's got a kind of a graphic art flair to it in the way that everything's brought together, and that's really interesting. And Doctor Doom has this little white outline. Is that a power of this, or did they just want to-
He had stolen the Silver Surfer's power cosmic. So
Really?
he was loaded.
Oh, okay. I think Ben's gonna have a really hard time then if it's Doctor Doom with the power cosmic. But that even makes it more exciting. I really do love these colors and just the way everything's brought together. It's a fun cover. I'll give it a 10.
Alrighty. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness. I think it's a 9. I like I said, I like the colors on it. I like the way everybody, it just, there's something too off to put a 10 on. I think it is the inclusion of the Human Torch. I don't know. There's just like if they centered it more, even had him smaller in the background as if he was flying towards the action. It really looks like he's, what you doing? You know,
Well, I mean,
He's Isabella Garcia Shapiro.
okay, sure. I don't know who that is. Let's go to the chat.
Just a little girl on Phineas and Ferb that always walks up to Phineas and says, "What you doing?
What you doing?"
I know
And
what
yes,
I do today.
And yes, I'm proud that I know that.
Woohoo! That's a great cartoon.
It is.
There's 104 days of summer
Vacation. School comes along just to end.
And then, so the annual problem for our generation
Is finding
a good way to
spend
it.
Like maybe.
Well, it looks like Henry Jeremy's starting us out this time for book number 5. Doom getting the powers of the Silver Surfer. It is the 10.
All right, Dana. Yeah. What's up, Doc? This might be a 10. Eh?
What's cooking?
What's up, Don? Roy Kirk gives it a 6, and I don't know where everybody else goes. Here, oh, there's MK.
Rhaegar says no. But Michael Taylor.
Rhaegar says no.
Did we do Michael Mouse Taylor?
Michael Mouse Taylor says 10. Fantastic cover, colors and detail. Did you expect something different?
Well, if it doesn't have fantastic colors, covers, and detail, then you wouldn't be giving it a 10. Then it would be a different number.
True.
Wait, hold on. This is MK? Okay.
MK.
I thought he said he wanted to read, but he's not. Okay.
It's true. Amy now has the first flashes first ever. For this curve, I will say 9. Reed has his hands full.
Oh, try not to fall off the cliff. Desert Rose gives this an 8.
Lord Magneto, come back.
And Jay Lucian gives it a 9.
Little Rhaegar says 5.
I guess that's what no translates into. No equals 5.
Ariel Dragon agrees. It's a 5.
Where's their dragon?
Wayne Smith says, "Wow, that is a classic 10. The white covers on Marvels are almost always yellow."
I feel like I'm the one not skipping people today.
Sorry. Dark
continue.
Kato.
Darth Kato says, I'll give it a 6.
I'm an honorary Gen Xer. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Ooh.
It means so much to me.
Yeah. Human Torch looking like he was added as a second thought. Although I will say he does bring a nice little bit of warm color into that corner, which would have been just a little dismal in all of that gray. I do like the olive green on Doom's cape, but I think it's a nice little flare there. Which, again, is more of a graphic art choice than a narrative one, so I get it, but
Who's making that noise?
It's Gail. She's making big ass rapper noises. And yeah, thank you. Now everybody's doing it. It's one of my trigger sounds.
I can hear you. It's snowing outside.
And I've got the gain up on the microphone, so you're hearing everything.
Well, you shouldn't be putting
Amy. It's not Ashley and Elizabeth's microphone.
Sure, you should never put laundry detergent on your microphone.
Love you, honey.
Gain on your microphone.
I love you too, son.
Thank you for realizing I was talking to you. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So we had 2 5s and 2 6s, 1 7 and 1 8. What is that? 2 4 6. Oh, and the 2 9s wipe out all 7 10s, leaving only 1 9 left. This one is a 9.
Jackson, this only turns into the rap channel during Christmas when we all start wrapping presents.
Yep. But they're getting a head start with wrapping that paper.
So here's all the wrapping paper. That's what you need to do. We'll have a live stream where we're all
turning into a rap channel. Hey, rapper channel. Alrighty.
Gangster.
Go for book 6.
All right.
Oh, tomorrow, I was questioning whether I was going to do an auction. I am. I'm going to a small comic book show here and
fun.
Buying some books, and whatever I buy, that's going to be on sale. So I have no idea what. I don't know how many of the books there are going to be. So I don't know how long the auction is going to be. So it's a big old mystery auction tomorrow. So please show up 8:00. Even if you're like, I'll come in at 9 when the bigger books aren't, show up right away because I have no idea when those bigger books are going to be. All right, let's go to book 6. And it is Pixel's turn again, and he has Fantastic Four 172.
Floating heads.
Woo.
10.
All righty. We got a 10 for the floating heads. And what about you, RDB?
Well, give it a bouncy 10 for me.
All righty. And Amy?
I like this. It's got nice action poses and a cool layout, and it's got like Ben's fighting a giant robot, and there's a rocket ship and drama and everything. That's really cool. I'll give it a 10.
Jay says he's dirt poor, but you can at least have 35 cents, right?
This one's only 25 cents.
See, you can afford this book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I was going mainly for Magnus Robot Fighters. Unfortunately, Jay is not there. All righty, so we are going away from this panel unanimous. All
Breen,
10s across the board.
Breen, give it a 10 as well?
No, no one asked.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Should I erase the 10?
I don't want it now.
Okay.
This is the storyline where they meet Gore the Golden Gorilla, and then the Impossible Man ends up giving Galactus terminal indigestion.
What?
Because he gets him to eat the planet pop-up.
Oh.
Or as Pixel calls it. So we should read this. It's a 5-part story.
Nice.
Galactus vs. High Evolutionary. It's cool. 10.
All righty, and onward to the chat.
Yes,
After we're done with the evil Reed Richards story, we'll hop on this.
Let's go backwards.
Yeah.
So Mystery is going to be selling the books. I hope they do, sir. I hope they do. We'll see. We'll see what I can come up with.
Lucian starts us off with a 10.
Mark Hare agrees.
Yes, with a 10, yeah.
Rory Kirk, not quite so much. He gives it a 7.
What does the Darth Kato give it, though?
Oh, Darth Kato says, this is pretty cool. I will give it a meowy 10.
Rhaegar gives it a 9.
What the hell was that?
Rhaegar is giving it a 9.
Is that your impersonation of me reading his read?
Yep.
gosh, I don't know what to say.
Wayne Smith.
Wayne Smith says, "Hi, I'm Puppeteen. I give this a 10. That's like you
Michael
start
Mouse
Puppeteen.
Taylor says crackling 10. Fantastic cover, colors, and detail.
That's how you sound. Huh. Hi, everybody. For what? For what?
That is not how I sound.
You sound
This is
different
how I
from that.
sound.
That's
Ethereal
right.
Dragon gives this a 9.
Woohoo.
I like the bubbles. 10. Is this what I'm supposed to do?
I
Yes, Lord Michael.
bubbles, buddy.
I don't know, buddy.
That's awesome.
Big Mike.
Is it? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
God. Obama, is that you?
Alabama.
Alabama?
Yeah, what happened to Bama?
I think he's back.
Back and bigger than ever.
Larger than ever.
Leon got larger. Oh, we got smaller. Henry
Big
Jim.
Mike's back.
We got Desert Rose at
Twice
9.
as large and ugly as ever.
All right, so we got Desert Rose at 9. What does Henry Jim make?
Henry Jeremick says, book number 6, The Thing versus Galactus Herald, the Destroyer. It is the 10.
No, so it's someone else. Michael, we used to have another guy. He came on as Obama, and he'd always make big Mike jokes. So
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry, Large Michael.
Well, welcome anyway. And right away, you're one of us because we bust each other's balls all the freaking time.
wow,
So there you go. Yeah.
phrasing.
No, that was the phrase I was using. But here we go, kids. We've got 1 7 and 2 9s trying to take out 10 10s. Am I missing some? The first one's had like 15
MK.
or 17.
There's no K yet,
Oh, okay. Well,
and we also got an additional person too. So
with Large Michael. Yes.
he's large and in
You
charge.
might as well just change your name to Big Mike. That's what it's going to end up being. All
But
right, let's
oh my
get
gosh.
this. This is
But what if-
I knew
MK.
Kirby would be a 10 fest.
MK says 8.
There we go.
MK says 8.
So if we have Big Mike here, what happens when
Changes the score, but not the
Obama comes
position.
back? Well, Big Mike and Obama.
Bama comes back.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
crazy.
Go for book. It is 7. Alrighty, and this will be RDV.
RD's
And
what?
here, book number 7 is Fantastic Four, number 69. Yeah, 69.
Yeah, who cares about the proportions? You know, I like the giant heroes.
They're 2 stories tall.
You know, because I guess Ben's supposed to be the King Kong. I'm not sure. But Ben betrayed. Oh my gosh, you know what this is, Breen, right? Breen? It's the Triple B.
Yep.
Wow.
This cover's better than you.
And you know it, baby. This is a 10. It's absurd. There's destruction. There's a giant heat pile that's gonna destroy that plane. But don't worry, we radioed them a couple times to turn left. We mansplained. And they returned. It'll be 10.
Alrighty. And how about you, Amy?
I am having a little bit of a hard time processing Reed Richards being almost 3 stories tall.
He's stretching.
Yeah, if he were stretching, that would make more sense. But as it is, he's just really, really big.
I mean, look at the torch. I mean, torch is
Tomato,
close to the other.
potato.
Yeah, no, and torches. Yeah, I guess you sort of figured he's like in the foreground.
Yes. The way I'm looking now, we're looking at wrong because actually, they're really high above the city.
The
city!
And he's falling for the top of this building, so they're actually not. It's optical illusion. He looks bigger than the rest, but he's actually just that high up. That's why the buildings look small.
Does he look bigger than that?
Yeah, but his hand is inside of the window, so it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, he just came out of the window.
But then
Ew.
he's like 15 feet tall.
Yep.
Sometimes you just want to get some fresh air.
All righty, Amy, where do you put this one?
After you make yourself 15 feet tall, it's still cool. I'm gonna give it a 9. It's still really
Alrighty.
cool.
And Eric?
The thing's legs take up the entire length of the building. I don't know how much suspension of disbelief is required.
Well, there's
for
2
this.
planes coming towards the building.
And if they're not like a mile away, then Reed's just gonna swat him out of the air like King Kong.
Brr, he's like,
Ben would, but his hand's full.
yeah, he's got that pile of
I don't.
I mean,
know.
seeing 2 giant airliners coming towards them in New York in the building.
Yeah.
Like that would ever happen.
No, it would never happen.
So what do you score this, Eric?
I'm still thinking. Damn it! 8. I can't do. I can't go 10.
All righty. And how about you, Pixel?
Finally! Yeah, sorry. It was just
with
the
vibrato.
fact that he had to go ahead and.
I thought we were
give it a
neglecting
10
you.
Was very, very exciting because this is not a 10. There's so much structurally wrong in this cover. It's a lot of fun, absolutely, but you stare at it for more than 10 seconds and you can see what is wrong all over.
You know what's wrong? Is Ben's the only one who got credited.
Oh, yeah.
Who would do a thing like that? That's
I know
terrible.
exactly.
Oh my god!
What kind of monster would not credit the rest of the
Hey,
people?
look! Ben has a mustache.
Yeah.
You know what's even worse? There's no Invisible Girl. Fantastic Four. No
Oh, she
one
already
else is
fell.
there.
Maybe she's
No, she's there. You
standing
just
on the
can't
roof
see her.
at the front.
She's flying a plane.
She was preggers, so she wasn't fighting with the team at the time.
Anyway, book 69.
Yeah, book 60 sucks. I'm sorry. This cover is really just not put together well, and it's hard to say that, but it's true. So let's go 6.
Okay.
But what do you say, Ingleton? Did you already vote?
That's how I feel when I listen to Pixel for 10 seconds.
Yeah, I did. I put my vote down.
All right. Just
I'm
like
one higher than Pixel.
you put your vote down just like he put down the cover.
The book, like it looks cool, but Pixel is right. You stare at it for a second and a half, and you're noticing all the wrong things.
I don't know. I look at it, the more awesome.
All right, let's go to the chat.
Let's see. It looks like one slick dude is starting us off with a 9, and he's that skip dude. So yay!
Yay!
Well, he's first. I would hope not. And hello and welcome. And I got your other scores that you already put in.
Jay Lucian gives it a 10.
Yeah, just Emerald. Yeah, she gives it a 9. See?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, love the action. A 10 from Wayne Smith.
Royker gives it a 7.
Michael Mouse Taylor. Haha, it's a 10. Fantastic cover, colors, and extra fantastic detail.
The little city is very well rendered.
Little city.
Henry Jeremick says, book number 7. Ding Kong on the loose. Great Kirby debris as well. It is the 10.
Lil Rhaegar gives this a 7 as well.
Desert Rose gives it an 8. Oh, and Darth Kato gives it a meow a 10.
You did Henry's? Okay, let's make sure.
Yeah.
All right. They're somewhere in New York City.
New York City.
And what's better than Twizzlers or Wily Wallaby Strawberry Licorice? Also, this is a 9/11 cover tall building plane. Headed its way? Oh no. I give this a watch out, Miss Piggy 9!
Speaking of, today in the last, what is it, like 12 minutes, today marks the 70th year of the Muppets existing. Big fan for them.
Your clock is fast. There's still 16 minutes.
Oh,
It's only 10:44 here. What are you talking about?
Depends on your time zone.
And
no.
to celebrate, they're taking down Muppet 3D from Hollywood
know.
Studios and Disney.
Of course they are.
You don't
and
deserve it.
And I don't like the perspective. Big Mike gives this a 7.
One slick dude.
No,
There's
those
a
are previous
lot of
scores.
numbers.
Yeah, those are the past books. I already wrote
You
those
got
down.
those already? Okay.
Ethereal Dragon says 8.
She's invisible, right? She's on all the covers.
We're glad you enjoy the voice of Big Mike.
Here's the great thing about this: there's only two guys up on here. It's all one guy's voices. You see 5 icons, but there's only 2 people.
It's all me too. Notice how I never talk when they do.
Well, I
It's
mean,
all-
that's good manners, right?
Now, if we can just get you to not talk one. Never mind.
Here's the funny thing. You're all puppets.
That's right.
Says the
My
person who
hand
literally
is
has a
all-
puppet of me.
You know, that would have been more effective if you'd asked to borrow Pixel's fingers.
Right. Yep.
Rose says she loves red licorice and cherry and strawberry. That does sound really nice.
Alrighty, I think we got okay. We got the stop, and where we stand, ladies and gentlemen, we have 1 6 and 4 7s, taking out 5 of those 7 10s, and then we've got 3 8s taking out the last 2, and or the last wait, hold on, 5 that would leave 2, the last 2, and 1 of the 4 9s. 3 9s are left standing.
And
in
if
that.
you want to hear more voices, check out the
That's what this
Geeky
is.
Puppet Show.
Woo!
We're 5
I'm
subscribers
going to
away.
attest to that
I hear plenty of voices.
in my head.
I don't need to hear more voices.
Oh wait,
For me,
wait! I can't post it because the Geeky Puppet Show is not a blue wrench. The
What?
absurdity. I know, right? That pressed.
Huh.
Wait,
Is there more I could have said?
So you go for book 8, and it is Amy's turn to lead us off again.
Yep. Okay.
Alrighty, Amy, and here is the book that you lead us off on. It is
Oh, right.
Fantastic Four, number
Oh.
91.
There you go. There's a link.
Wow.
There, Michael.
So, is it like a time travel episode? I guess so.
Oh,
a quick
Oh.
quick backstory, Amy. Jack Kirby used to. He never met a good show or movie that he wouldn't incorporate into whatever he was doing next.
Uh-huh.
And this is basically they go to a Skrull planet, but the Skrulls are all acting like they're living in a gangster movie, which I think he got
Really?
from an episode of Star Trek.
Down,
called Piece of the
down,
Action.
down. You gotta be thinking you lost your freaking mind. What the hell are you thinking, little kitty cat?
And Venkman, we absolutely need to read these 4 issues.
We read this one.
We've read
You
this.
did?
Yeah.
So we
Yeah?
absolutely
This is
already
what is,
read
they're
this.
on a Skrull Island where they're all gangsters.
Was that pre Amy and Melissa though?
Yeah, it was pre-Amy and Melissa, and we even had I think Rug was on one of them. Yeah, because they had the robot guy versus.
We read them again and have Amy and Melissa playing gangsters.
I think that sounds like fun.
Yeah, she.
Yay. Well, I think this looks like a really fun, like a really kind of a fun cover. And you look at it and you're like, what? And it's got all these cool, like, little flying things in the background, and the buildings look right, and the scale is done really well. And I like the details in the hats. This is just a really cool cover. Yeah, I would definitely give this a 10.
See, it's ironic though. We have 2 guys with cats on the channel here. One hates cats. The other guy used to not like cats, but he embraces it now.
I don't really hate cats. I'm allergic, so they don't do me any good. Being around them sucks.
So is Breen, but he still doesn't care. He's nice.
Yeah, well,
There's
hey, I'm the one that let
breeds.
this cat in, okay? But yeah, I don't like cats. Actually, I do. I like this.
Sorry, Kato, you can unsubscribe now.
Yeah, the
You're
cat
not
jumped on my
cool.
lap the other day, and I didn't move him. I put
See,
the
the
shirt
thing
over
is-
my nose. I pet him with one hand, and then just let it. Afterwards, I was like, okay, just gotta wash everything. It was
So who hasn't on the panel hasn't ranked this cover?
Breen's next.
Brain. Oh wait, Amy, what'd you rank this?
Well, I gave this a 10. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I
How
was gonna
about you,
say-
Eric?
This is the 10.
There you go.
Alrighty, and how about you, Pixel?
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
10. No, just us. Okay, y'all were supposed to jump in. Alrighty, so RDV, what do you say?
As I need to say anything, it's a 10.
A bouncy 10.
And that's what we get when we start. We get it from Rhaegar. We get it from Lucian. We get it from, what's that? Dark Admiral March Hare. We get it from Michael Mouse Taylor. What else is new? You know the rest. You'll love hearing it. I just
9.
tease you about
The
it.
neck collar tied to one leg that would not impede his movements never made sense to me. Thank you. One sec.
Actually, now I didn't even think about that before.
Too late. You can't change score.
Yeah,
Jackson White
It's more realistic than being 3 stories tall.
that's true. That's true.
Jackson Roykirk says 6. But yeah, should look at that kid cat over there. He says,
Yeah. I love gangster stuff. To this cover is awesome. I'm giving it a meowy 10. Yes. Meow.
see, yeah.
See? Meow.
All right. Which voice for MK? Hey, Doc, the news in New York City has a new black lady statue. It's by the people.
York City.
Yeah. And while it's many people, while others are praised for diversity. Yeah. And I'll go 8 here. Thing is, Chains of the Gangsta is funny. See?
Ethereal Dragon gives it an 8.
Wayne says, "This is a 10."
Desert Rose gives it an 8.
Starfire.
Starfire says, well, Henry Jeremic, I suppose. Book number 8, A Piece of the Action. It's cool. It is the 10.
Big Mike.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I want to. No, go
I
back
haven't
up.
had a chance to do this tonight, so snuggle up with a kitty. It will help you build up tolerance. No, I'm
But
not
I was
gonna
gonna
do
point this out. What's this wee stuff? Are you coming up from Texas to help him get
that.
rid of the
I know,
cat?
right? Are you coming to get
Organism.
help me
I
get rid of the
feel
cat?
like
Actually,
kitties
I am
are
so
okay.
outvoted on that.
And-
Plus, I like the cat. He's
Also,
a good cat.
and I need
Yeah.
to know, Jay, are you talking about the cat in his house? Or are you talking about Third Cato? Is this some kind of like conspiracy?
Kato says, just no snuggling up to me.
That's so fun.
The Big Mike gives it a 10 for the Zeppelin and biplane.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, Cato said he'll stay, but just no snuggling up to me.
Gotcha.
I won't tell anyone,
Alright.
Cato. Oh, no.
And what we got here, kids, is 1. What is that? 1 6, 4 8s, 1 9, trying to take out 13 10s and failing miserably. This is yet another 10. We've only had 9s and 10s on this. It's just surprising for a Kirby cover ranking, but yeah, let's just keep going with it.
What was the one before that? Was that also a 10? What was that?
Alrighty.
There's only one
And,
9, right?
let's see. That was Amy's. We're going to go to book number 9 here. So Eric leads us off again. All right. Let's
so we
get
do
that
have
in here.
4 9s. Okay. Want to make sure. So I was putting those as 10s.
Oh,
Yeah, I put a couple
There we
last
go.
ones. That one.
let's see. It's book 9, Eric. I actually moved this. This was higher. You know how I like to put the better covers at the end. This was higher, but I did the math, and this was going to land for you. And so it is
All right.
Fantastic Four number. You know which one, Eric?
Yes, I do. 51.
51. I had to, sir. You have actually mentioned it as one of your, if not your favorite cover. Well, not your favorite.
Not cover story, but even though there's a million plot holes in it. I guess Johnny's not in this cover because he couldn't find his way into the room.
Also, Amy, we just read this one about a month ago.
Yeah, I think I remember this one.
Where the fake Ben Grimm goes
That
to
was the one where he hit the
Spoilers.
Not to be
Eric, what do you
confused
think?
with the fake read from what we're reading now.
Yep.
10.
All righty.
There's
And
Reed
how about
going,
you, Pixel?
Ah!
Well, Reed is just realizing it's not easy being green.
I guess not.
This is a pretty great cover. The fact that Johnny's not on it though really does kind of take away from it. And the fact that this is a really poor scan of it, I think, doesn't help either.
Well, you know what though? If you're gonna rank it based on the scan, you're a dumbass.
I'm not
The scan.
rating it based on the scan.
I'm sorry.
Go back to smoking your cigarette.
Do you know why? You know why Johnny's not on the cover though?
Because he left. He was going to look for Crystal, wasn't he?
No, he's in Metro College.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Wingfoot.
Yeah, he started in issue 50.
And
All
we
right.
had
RDV, what do you say?
Oh, I didn't actually rank it, but yeah, no, I'll go 10.
I knew you were.
the fact that Human Torch isn't on the cover makes this a 10.
Maybe he's sitting up behind the little banner.
You know,
That's not cool, man.
You know, Johnny.
I'm sure
It's
Wyatt
always
was
great
given
when you're not here. Means you could be useless somewhere else.
I'm like right here.
Literally right here.
All right, this is the 10 though, guys. How can you not say it's a 10?
I don't know. We'll find out. Amy, how can you not say it's a 10?
How could you not say? How could?
Amy,
How-
do you like this cover?
What are
or
the
you-
flaws? Why don't you
How-
like this cover, Amy?
Why don't I like? I don't like this cover.
That's
You don't
not-
like it?
According-
Why?
I do like this cover. I think it's got a nice composition and the motivations of the characters are all clear. The colors are nicely done, even though they're minimal and they're balanced well. It's a very cool cover and it tells the story well and
She hates
Mystery tells the book.
At the end, she says 2.
Why would I say that? No, I would give it a 10.
All right, we're leaving this station unanimous. Let's go to the chat.
Everybody has
Buddy,
a pooper. That's we invited
every
you,
party
Jason,
has a pooper. That's why we invited you. Jay Lucian,
with a 7.
giving it a 7.
Let's see.
Are we really going to do a final ranking on these?
The final?
Yes. Oh, by the way, RDV, I did accidentally put that last one in a 9 column. It deserves to be in the 10.
I thought it was a 10. That's why I was confused by
Yeah.
you did that. Okay.
Henry pointed out.
Dirk Admiral March here says 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark. I guess we said.
Yes, and
Michael Mouse Taylor says 10 as well.
In Gotham City, we say it's a classic cover and a story. A solid 10.
Very
you said Bruce Wayne Smith.
BWS.
Agrees, giving this a 10.
Hey, it could be Waylon Smithers, for all I know.
Darth
Darth
Kato says
No.
meow, 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 which translate roughly to this is a great cover. You can really feel the emotion coming from it. Giving it a 10.
Right. So,
There's still another meow there.
Yeah, it needs one more meow for good measure.
all right, so we go into One Slick Dude coming in with a 10.
Jackson Roy Kirk says no. It's an 8.
Henry Jeremick says, you put the last book. Oh, no,
Oh,
that
no,
is not a ranking of 10.
I
It is
know.
a different kind of 10. Well, we don't know what he thinks yet.
Not yet.
But this
red
just
dot.
in, kids. We got Jackson Roy Kirk coming with an 8.
I just said that.
Yes, I said it again in a better voice.
I'm just trying to get caught up to everybody.
Lil Rhaegar gives this a 6, and Ethereal Dragon says no. It's a 6.
No, he says 10. Rhaegar says 10.
Rhaegar says that it's late. I'm tired.
Do we need to tuck you in, you little baby?
Yeah,
Very much
Get your blinky in your baba. Get your little blast, baba.
Poor little bungors.
He needs his binky blast.
Book 9 from Henry.
Book 9. It is the classic. It is the 10.
Big Mike is the thing looking at his wrinkled, spitting shorts. He's disappointed in what he sees, but I see a 10.
All
right.
right then.
An MK.
MK says 9.
Here's the great thing about this. That's not the thing on the cover, though.
That's right.
And spoilers. All right,
Well,
so what we got here is 1-6-1-7-1-8-2-9s trying to take down 14 10s. This is really a 10 fest. So
Yeah, I already threw it up there. I was
so.
like, before we could.
ladies and gentlemen,
Sarkato
out
says,
of the
it's like
9
here.
covers, yes,
I love that.
out of the 9 covers, 6 of them so far have been 10s. All right, let's go for book 10. And oh goodness, what's his name? The guy with the fingers. Is gonna lead us off here.
Ready?
That ain't a mustache. That's a piece of carpet just pasted under his nose.
You know what it
Alrighty,
is?
here you go, Pixel. You have Fantastic Four number
wait,
61.
Wait. I
Say again?
want to say, how dare you? Because I actually have done that for a bit on
Yes,
the Scream movie
I
show,
love it.
and it nearly killed me.
Because he got hair in his mouth. He could.
Oh my goodness.
So don't joke about carpet under the nose. Go ahead and try to make a mustache.
At any point in time, I believe you can take your glasses and your nose and your mustache will come with it. That's all I'm saying.
This is pretty
Amy?
great.
It's Amy's turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
how
I said
dare
Pixel.
you?
Yeah, you're right. No, actually, it is not. It is Pixel's turn.
Well, you said Amy first, so I was throwing
No,
out.
Amy is the very last cover tonight.
Hi, I'm
Oh, okay.
confused.
Hi, confused.
We
What do you think about the cover?
This is pretty great. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 10.
Alrighty. And how about you, RDB?
Hey, what a rotten development. Sandy's got me all sending places I don't want it. Is this
the beach.
Is this an Apple Cal? You still on the end of Mr. Fantastic? I don't know. Where stalks the Sandman? Where Sandy? Anyway, I like this, you know? This is a great cover. I didn't even notice Reed until I followed the arm down there. I was like, whoa, there he is. And look at Johnny, just being useless. I'm gonna go 10 though, because Sandman looks cool. He looks like he went into a sandbox and then you found a prize in there.
How about you, Amy?
The sandbox gets up and just starts walking off.
With your kids.
This is a neat cover. You don't often see layouts that have characters quite at this, I want to say, relative size. Like, these are some nice large figures, because a lot of the cameras tend to be pulled back a little more, and this is, I guess, just because of the way the figures are stacked, it has just sort of an interesting composition. And Pixel already said that he was tired, so I'm not gonna blah 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 too long. Yum yum yum. I'll give it a 10.
The longer you go,
Alrighty.
the faster he
Eric?
falls asleep.
So we're trying to speed things up because Pixel's tired.
I never said to do that.
Let me tell you a story about this book. When I was a boy,
Yay! I'm glad I
A
said
few
that.
hours later.
it's I am ready to. No, that's not Mysterio.
Well, if you start going like General Mortis, he'll be here forever.
Hey!
Wow. Wow, Coco shot
You know-
what? 10.
Eric, the
All right.
longer you rate your score, the more pissed off he gets.
That's
Oh,
true.
shit, wait a second. So the more tired Pixel gets, the more pissed he gets. That's a win-win.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Let me tell you a story from about before I was a boy.
Alrighty.
Whoa.
So let's go to the chat because we're unanimous on the panel here.
All right. Let's see. What have I got? I'm gonna find the book.
My favorite of the bunch. It is a 10.
Ooh, Batman has good taste.
Jay Lucian gives it a 9.
Yeah, what's up, Doc? This might be a 10, eh?
Mhm.
Michael Mouse Taylor. 10 fantastic cover colors and detail. I'm back. Oh boy.
Boy, we're grateful for you, Michael. Roy Kirk gives this a 6. And Darth Kato says, this is a weird cover. I'll give it an 8. And I usually like sand. Oh, wait a minute. Henry Jeremick says, book number 10. I like how Kirby rendered the sand. It is the 10.
Bah! Sandman looks ridiculous. 8.
Mr. Sandman,
The Osprey's not in.
give me
Give me a dream.
going
Ah,
this
yo,
fantastic
Fantastic
team.
team.
Bagora! The one sick dude says he's an 8. His halt as the Human Torch is supposed to be. Sandy would be melted into glass. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that would be interesting. Glassman.
I apologize for the
I'm
bad.
bursting at the seams.
Mr. Sandman.
Kill this fantastic team.
I'm just picking those songs that man give me a treat. Also,
Well, it's a dream, but
which
yeah.
slasher series do they always play that song in? It is a cool cover. Then
What is the slasher series they always play that in? And Ethereal says 6.
Yep.
Alrighty,
All
Dan.
right.
That what we got here is 2 6s, 2 8s, 1 9. Guys, we are just tinning this up. This is going to be a short. This will be a short. Because we only have 2 things to go through.
No.
A short ranking.
Hagar, no,
At the end.
no, that's
But it's going to
disturbing.
be difficult because we have to figure out which of these goes to the bracket fights.
Do you see it?
Alrighty,
The more
and now we are on
You
book
think so?
11.
Is that true?
What?
The more angry you get, the longer your fingers get.
What's that
Yep.
touching behind you?
Well, that just
Tap,
sounds
tap.
like my uncle.
Wow, he sounds that young.
Michael Taylor said, I've given every cover a 10. Well, I doubt you're going to give this one a 10. This is book number 11. RDV starts us off. It's Fantastic Four number 72.
It's always nice to have pixel representation there. Oh wait, that's I love comics in the background. I am not amused by my books now.
I am
Yes.
the walking chair. I've missed being here. I see all.
And I'm like the surfer dude.
Dude.
We're swords the Silver Surfer
Oh, man.
with
Yeah,
my
right.
Halo Energy sword.
Nah, dude, you don't know because you're sounding like fucking Crush from man. I'll tell you, that's not how the surfer dudes actually talk, man.
Bro,
And
you
plus,
like
you gotta
me to like
gotta
quick-
drop the. I guess today it would be bro, man, but yeah, okay, you don't know, man.
Dude, you like me
You
to
just
chillax.
don't know.
Quit like
It's not
talking
bro,
over me.
it's bra.
Slow your roll, old man.
All right,
Man, dude, bro.
what would you rate this Surfer DV?
I give it a 4 out of 10, bro. It's radical.
Yeah, you are definitely doing Michelangelo. From
Hey,
the Teen
you want
Titans.
to hear an impression of E, the surfer dude?
Hey, what's that?
Oh,
Oh, the humanities.
All righty, Eric, we'll test that out sometime.
On camera, I want to see this.
No, that's actually one thing I do very well. I'm
Drown?
a very strong swimmer.
No,
Not
I
drown,
said
but,
surfing. Can you surf?
Surfing, actually, I never got into that. No, I mean,
Yeah,
I was in Florida. Like the big waves are on the other coast.
You know, I take that
I
back.
body
You are,
surf. That's about it. But
you are
know,
good at surfing, sir, though. Just not actually in water. You're surfing the channels on the couch.
There you go. Yep.
Dude, there's another kind of surfing.
All righty, Amy.
Yes.
Amy, what do you say?
Well, I don't know. It really isn't very impressive at all, is it? This is a great cover.
I told
Silver
you.
Surfer looks cool, and there's the Watcher guy in the background, and lots of Kirby crackle. This is a very cool cover. I will give it a 10.
I told you people were going to hate this one. This is what I used for the thumbnail, by the way. Eric, what do you think about this cover?
Yeah, it's a 10. You know, there's like another cover or another one or two covers coming up in the 70s that also don't feature any Fantastic Four characters. That's when you know that you're confident that your book got something.
That might be the one next, too. There's quite a few of them.
And how about you, Pixel?
Easiest 10 of the night.
Okie dokie. And we are leaving this panel unanimous. Let's go to the chat. Phenomena.
10. 10.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Dark Admiral, one slit. Gotta love that Kirby crackle. Michael Taylor, crackling 10. Fantastic cover colors and details. Darth Kato says,
Hold on. Amy, do you mind if I do Darth Kato?
Of course.
The intergalactic surfer, dude. Batman. I give it a Cowabunga 10.
all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh my gosh, it's like he's insulting the language of my people. Ethereal Dragon says 8.
For some reason.
Where's your
You
people?
an Indian
Your
tribe?
people? Your people? You just said you're not a surfer.
Oh, I went to the beach a fucking lot as a kid.
Bro. I will never insult anybody at SeaWorld, okay? So relax.
I don't know, I like going to SeaWorld too.
They're fun.
Vaguely, I like that. You went to the Wayback Machine for that.
I
one.
know. Yeah.
Henry Jeremick says, go for book 11. John Buscema draws my favorite version of the Silver Surfer. But this is Killer Kirby. It is the 10.
You know, Eric, I didn't realize that Seahill did the catch and release thing.
That took you too long. But, I mean, it was funny, but it took you too long.
Okay.
But Ethereal Dragon goes to an 8, and you know what? Jackson Roy Kirk says, despite the weird angle, the beam leaves his hand. 8.
Hey, Spiders. Good to see you.
Yo, hey, Pixel. Have you seen Honey, I Hung the Kids yet? I'll say 10. And on that, we're canceled.
I hope that's not
Like
a thing.
No.
Spiders gives it a 10 because he changed it.
I know. I was
Wait.
in there.
MKF, isn't that might be Zach's favorite movie?
No.
Rhaegar saying, dang it, it's a 10. And I'm going to skip the final ranking. Nah, dude, you got to be a part of the final ranking. Come on, let's get in there. And we have 1 8 versus 15 10s.
I could surf like him.
All right.
That was awesome, RDB. Awesome.
Oh, so bad. All right. Okay.
You know,
Wait a
you're
second.
always a critic and yet you never want to join us to show us how to do the correct stuff.
Jackson was the only thing that kept us from being an immaculate cover.
Yeah.
I was doing the correct stuff. What were you saying about Jackson?
He kept us from being an immaculate cover.
Yeah.
This is a 9, right? This is a 9? Are you freaking kidding me?
Somebody's been a wet blanket tonight.
I need to go teach somebody how to surf permanently.
Have you ever seen a beach?
I see you every day.
Now, I didn't say a beached whale, but have you ever seen a beach?
Yes, I have. We have a thing called a giant lake that's next to me.
That's a lake.
I remember
I'm
when we
talking about
went to
the ocean.
Daytona.
The
They'd
ocean.
have the baby sandpipers running up and down the beach. It was so cute.
I've never been to the ocean. You know why?
Because the
It's,
lake's
it's the
closer.
same crap as the Hudson and the parts of Chicago. It's all yeah.
No.
And you know, I've seen people in Florida that go out in the water, and then guess what? They nearly drown every time because there's people get caught knocked off the boats.
Look, there are tourists that go out and they ignore all the warnings about undertows and everything, and they don't know how to swim through an undertow. Pixel, you know how to swim through an undertow, right?
Oh, I don't look at me now. I don't go to the beach.
You don't talk about it. They go on the boat, the boat launch there. And
Amy,
you know,
you're
the waves
Floridian.
are-
You know how to swim. Like if you get caught by an undertow, you know how to get out, right?
Well, I mean, I've heard that you swim across it, not against it. But
Yeah, you swim with it, kind of in a diagonally motion.
Right. So you
And
get
that
out
way you
from,
can get out of it. Yeah.
from it. Yeah. But I really don't particularly care for being out in the water. I like sitting on the beach and just watching the
You know,
waves.
my wife's the same way. I told her, no, we got to teach you how to swim. She goes, I never planned to be in the water. I said, it's for when you don't plan to be in the water and you
And then
find
you-
yourself in the water. Yeah.
in the middle of Indiana, and they get that one flood.
Wait a minute. They have water at the end of the beaches?
Yeah.
I never got past the bars.
Sometimes. Okay, let me try this again. Go for book 12, and it is Amy leading us off.
Oh, okay.
And
You got
here you
past the
go.
bars. I get that now.
All right, and here you go. Amy, you have Fantastic Four, number 74.
Oh. Huh. Look at this.
I bet you this won't be a 10 either.
Huh. Well, that's a cool Galactus. I think Green Man looks familiar.
It's the
He has
Punisher.
funny feet. Let's see.
You see the Punisher?
Yeah, it's the original Punisher.
Oh, okay. He's bigger than I remembered him being in the other comics.
Well,
That was a
it's
really
pretty
cool
frank.
Yeah. So when calls Galactus, does he do a collect call?
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine how much that would be from like space? This is pretty cool, I'd say. It's just a really interesting composition. Kind of the repeating half curls that make these little action lines through it. I mean, my favorite part of this is Galactus. Like, I'd almost rather just have it blown up and just be him because he's a really cool image there. But the colors and the detailing and the overall composition are really interesting. I would say I don't like it as much as I do the previous one, but it's still a 10, I would say.
Yeah, we already ranked this one before as Henry Mitz, so it's still.
And how about you, Eric?
I like how the Silver Surfers go, I'll catch you.
Okay.
A 10.
Alrighty. And
Right, Coco.
okay.
Couple agrees.
RDV.
Don't worry, Silver Surfer. Look away! It is. I'll just say, man, Kirby must think that we're surrounded by just lava. These red crackles and stuff.
Well, did he do the coloring, or did he just do crackles into the colors?
It wasn't Vince because it actually colored.
Okay. I don't know. I guess space is red. It looks ominous.
Yeah, it's all death. I'm giving this a 10 though. I like it, but
Alright,
I
once
got a
again-
feeling this is going to be an 8.
Well, once again, we're leaving the panel unanimous. Let's see what everybody else has to say.
Unanimous.
Darth Kato says, I'm a cat. We hate water. So you wouldn't know a lot about that.
Yeah, 162 said 10. King Keiko strikes again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have
Michael Mouse Taylor Taylor, saying for the last time, crackling 10, fantastic cover, colors, and detail.
Oh,
Raven.
boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, Henry Jeremic, book number 12. I know that we already ranked this in the Galactus covers, so I guess I screwed up, but whatever. It's a 10.
Wherever.
Wherever.
Whenever.
Whatever.
It's
Whatever.
still a good cover.
And then the regular, the Wayne Smith, and the Jackson. I'll say 8. But
That's
wait,
the-
what's this?
Tony Hayes also gives it an 8.
But you did not read his whole line. It said it's like hitting a deer while driving. But I'd rather hit a deer than hit a curb, though. To be honestly.
Yeah, because you get meat after you
I know,
hit
right?
deer.
Dinner.
March Hare gives this a 9. And Dr. Cato says, Galactus looks like he's having a lot of fun dancing. I'll give it an 8.
That's awesome. He is dancing. That's even better.
He's doing the robot.
Robot.
Yep. Okay. The robot. Excuse me.
If they were drinking
I
says
mispronounced it.
You hate the green guy?
Yes.
You are barred from these forever. You shall not pass this.
Kermit's cool, man.
It's not easy being green. And Black Spiders gives it an 8 as well.
Yo, guys.
It
I
seems
will
you
say-
blend
I'll
in
say
with
9.
so many other ordinary things.
And people tend to pass you over.
Why
Because you're
are
not
there
standing
no
out
color rankings
like flashy
about
sparkles on the
rainbow?
water or
I wanna know.
stars in the sky.
Why are there no color rankings about rainbows?
And green can be cool and friendly like.
And
I
green
want the guy to make it
like
end.
a mountain.
Or
Or
more important, like a
like a
mountain,
river.
or tall,
tall
like
like
a
a
tree.
Oh,
Alrighty, anyway.
green is all there is to be.
Now the
We have
fun
seven.
starts.
We have 7, 8,
Wonder
7, 8.
But why?
Yes, we get it.
Why wonder?
So it's an 8.
Taking out 7 of the 8, 10. 7A.
We'll do fine.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
So it's an 8 then?
7A. I know, don't get mad. It's because I'm short. I know. All right, so we have 7 8s taking out 7 of the 8 10s, leaving 1 left. We've got 2 9s. 1 9 is left after it wipes that out. Ladies and gentlemen, last cover of the night ended up being a 9.
9.
All righty. Now, this should be pretty easy in ranking these and finding out what's going to the bracket fight, other than the fact you got to deal with some really good covers. All righty. We got
Alrighty
go
then.
for the 9s. You want to switch it up there?
Yeah, I'm
Let
going to
me
move
drop
all the
this
10s to
and
the
we can show
9s and the
yours
9s and 10s. I'll make it easy for everybody. The
There you go.
10s will
Is
be the
that what you
9s.
got?
I got 2 turntables and a microphone.
Stop.
That's what I got.
Collaborate and listen.
You know, he got a bad rap, but he actually
Okay.
Bill Ice was a good rapper.
Isn't in the Surfer one next to that? Wasn't that a 10 also? I thought that was like, I thought Jackson was the only one that didn't give out a 10.
No, Ethereal Draken also.
Yeah, the Surfer one's a 10.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
There was 2 8s. That's why I
Yep.
was confused.
Yeah, but there were far too many 10s on that one. Okay, I do believe that is that. We have 8 10s. Now I think we had 9 10s on the last one.
9.
So this isn't a record, but we've got how many 9s? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All righty, I'm gonna need your favorite and least favorite of the 9s. Okay, dokes. And let's start with Eric Perrine.
So I want to hear about that story before you were a boy.
My favorite is the first one. My least favorite is the third one.
Okay. And Pixel, the 9s.
My favorite is the fourth one. My least favorite is the third one.
Okay. And picked up RDV, the other pixel.
Let's see here. Alrighty, I guess I'm gonna go with number 1 be my favorite, and 4 being the worst.
Okay. And how about Amy?
I think I'm still gonna have to give. I really do like the second one. I think the colors in that are nice, but I think I will have to give my most favorite to the one with the monkey with the little ray gun. That's pretty awesome. So that
Okay, that's
one is
one.
favorite.
Tiny baby monkey guns.
Yep. And probably number 3. That's it's interesting, but
All righty. And for me, the best of them is number 4, and the least of them is number 2. Well, no, yeah, number 3 ain't good. All right, let's go to the chat. Onward to the chat.
woo.
And let's see. Henry did not disappoint with the last 2 shows, says Michael Taylor. And the next one is Jim Lee X-Men covers. Not X-Men, like it's Uncanny X-Men covers. So.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Rhaegar says 4 and 1. 4 and 1. And then we have, let's see, Jackson. Right Dragon gave it an
Gato.
8. But okay. Let's see. Dark Admiral Hare
Here. 2 and 4.
says 2 and 4. All right.
Then next one
And
is.
then we have.
Kato.
Then we have Darth Kato, 1 and 2. Alrighty. And then we have a Henry. Nope, MK. Black Spiders. Where am I? Okay.
You're at Michael
things went up
Taylor.
a little.
Mm.
Yep.
Michael Taylor. 4 best.
4
3
and
worst.
3. Yeah, I'm looking up in the chat's moving. Okay. And then we have, let's see, Black Spiders,
Spiders,
1 and 2.
Good night, Jackson.
And then we
I
have
think that's all,
MK
folks.
saying 1 and 3. And then we have Henry, the 9, second is best, third is worst. All righty. And we have Ethereal saying 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And then we have, did he shave his face and head? He looks 5 months younger. Yes, I did. By the way, it freaks Pistachio out. He's used to the beard. He flew to me, and then he flew like away, which was basically to my leg, and he starts screaming, tweet, 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 and he flies around. He couldn't.
Silly.
Every time he landed on my chest, he looked at me and then flew around. It freaked him out that I shaved my beard. That's all the scores. Alrighty, so let me get the stop and let's ratio this. Alrighty, the clear loser is no positives and 7 negatives. That's book 3. And then next up is 1. Oh no, sorry. Next up is
Splooching crazy.
next up is 4, number 4, because that had 4 positive, 2 negative.
Find.
And then we had 2 positive, 3 negative with number 2, and the number 1 of the 9s is book 1.
All right, so what were the other 3?
Okay, so the worst of them is book 3. Book 3 goes all the way to back. Alrighty, and then next up is book
2 or
2.
4? Okay.
Book
Then
2. Yep, and that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes right there. All right, let's
That's
get
the
to
way
the
the cookie
10.
almost.
This is the tough one here, Eric. What do you say?
God, there's like 3 of them I can't decide.
I know.
Right?
But I'm gonna go with my childhood memory and go with number 3 first.
Wow.
And I think number 7, the Sandman.
Okay.
Tough call.
How about you,
they're all
Pixel?
straight up 10s.
Yeah. Okay. How about you, Pix?
My favorite is the last one. My
Okay.
least favorite is the first one.
Alrighty, and that is book 8. and the worst is book 1. All righty, RDV, you're up.
Man, I love 3 and 8. They're so great.
Mhm.
Even looking at 6 is awesome as well. But I'm gonna go with Breen. I'm gonna say 3 is my favorites. Least favorite.
Not a bad one there.
5, I guess.
All righty.
I'm against slavery.
And Amy.
Boo, 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 boo. I kind of want to see this Gangsters story one.
Gangsters.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Well,
That's
we gotta
pretty
have the
cool.
gangsters.
We'll read it again for you if we want to. Okay.
It
Oh,
looks.
yeah.
But I thought we read it with you though. One of them.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't remember. Like, I've heard of the Scrolls, but I don't really remember a story with them in it yet. But
I thought Melissa read with us. Maybe you were out sick that day.
it could be. I was out.
I'll have to
sick
double
for
check.
a
I'll get back
while.
to you. But
so what's your favorite and least favorite cover there, Amy?
Oh, right. I think I'll say my favorite is the 5th one. Like, they're all good.
The one where he's got the chains around him?
Yeah, the one with all the gangsters and there's the little
Okay.
zeppelin flying by.
And the least?
they're all bad. There's no fire.
I know, right? I guess maybe the second one.
All righty.
I mean, it's still good. They're all good.
Sizzling big action. Looks like a toy.
For
It's
me,
cool.
I'm thinking that Sandman number 7 is my favorite of them. My least favorite is book 1. It looks so generic compared to everything else.
Look at me. I'm Sandry D.
Look at me, I'm Sandra D, lousy with virginity.
Oops.
Yep.
Won't go to bed till I'm legally wed. All right, so Ethereal says 3 and 7. And then we have my cat freaks out when I shave my beard. I look like he would have a double chin. Yeah, it's kind of funny to watch. He's okay now, but for that first bit, man, he looked scared. All right, 6 and 3 from Dark Admiral. 6 is the best for Darth Kato. 1 is the worst. All righty, 6 is the best. 1 is the worst. I have more chins than a Chinese phone book, says Tony Hayes. Henry says the best is 8 and the Sandman is worse. Disagree, but it's okay. All righty, let's see. All the way to MK 10. Best is number 1. Least the thing is pooping in his diapers. Number 6.
You keep selling yourself short about voices. You can do the Elmer Fudd voice. You've done it all the time.
Oh yeah. My name is Elma J. Fudd. Yes, I can do that.
But
We're not do the old Western prospect now. Although when I do that, sometimes I come off as Jimmy Stewart.
I remember when I used to do that, you get so mad because all of us sound like old prospectors in the South.
Yeah, we do. Yep. I didn't actually get mad. I play it up, but I'm not getting mad.
Shit, I'm down in
This
Florida
is
right now looking for gold.
extremely difficult, says Michael Taylor. 8 best, 2 worst, but if you ask me another day, I might choose a different cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 8 is best and 2 is the worst, says Michael Taylor. I shave my beard off every once in a while just to make sure that everything is still. Man, I shaved my beard off and I itched. So I'm like, God dang. Apparently,
Every time I shave my beard off, I look like I'm in my early 30s.
I created sores, which now the bird wants to pop.
You created swords?
Yeah, no, I itched. Now, like, God damn it! And I went, and I got one.
Swords
right.
appeared. It's immune ability.
Yeah, right here, and it was like, wow.
Agree to disagree. There are 8 10s up there, so I had to pick something.
All right, let's see. 4 and 7 says Rhaegar. All righty, 4 and 7. Let's see. Agree to disagree. There are 8 10s up there, so I had to pick something. Oh, okay. I was playing in the yard and he walked past me and started to go inside. Then I asked him who the heck he thought he was, except I didn't say heck.
Oh, his dad. Yeah.
Oh. After
my
the
list,
day, you will be. Yep.
My
All right.
my older sibling, when she was young, my dad came home, she had a beard, and she cried.
Oh.
Yeah, it would scares kids.
There's a lot of people like that. You look at the videos of that, the kids crying, and just like.
Well, I bought a razor and it looked like it had a guard so I could trim it rather than shave it off. But what I thought was a guard was the cover. This thing shaved. I never had this close of a shave before. So, yeah, I get it. So, anywho, let's ratio this stuff. We need what is the one that came out worst?
It's like Homer Simpson. I got 3 hairs. I shaved them
Well,
off.
apparently nobody agreed with me because I am the only positive to number 7. Number 7 also had 4 negatives, the most negatives given to any of these books. So that's a 3 negative.
So Sandy's in last place.
Yeah, Sandman's in last place.
It's like he kind of reminds me of Stretch Armstrong. I suppose.
Then we have to go all the way up to number 1, where there's 1 positive and 3 negative. Oh, hold up. Never mind. Go to number 2 first. Number 2 goes, that's the next one. No positives, 2 negatives. And then we have 1 positive, 3 negatives, and that is number 1.
So every time I look at this, number 2, it looks like in the back of a toy box.
Mm-hmm. It does.
And then we have number 5, book number 5,
Which is what?
The Chain.
Oh, sorry.
All right, because that has 1 positive, 1 negative. And then let's see, we need
Amy canceled it out. She's like, I like what Venkman hates.
Then we have book number 4, which I believe was the
this one here.
No, yeah, that was the one. Yep. Okay, because that had 1 positive, no negatives. And then we had number 6, which has 2 positives, 1 negative, and that is This Man Monster. Yep. And then we had book number 3, which had 3 positives, 1 negative. And then book 8, which had 3 positives, no negatives. That is the book we are sending to the bracket fights.
Well, look what the top 3 are. Iconic.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
beautiful covers.
Yeah, it's great cover to send. It really is. Even though it's not the one I picked, I am definitely not.
I've never seen this one here. I've never seen this before at all.
That's awesome. We are sending a Kirby Fantastic Four cover with no Fantastic Four on it.
I know, right?
Awesome.
I blame Pixel.
I blame Henry. He's the one that came up with these. So there you go. But
I blame you for starting this channel and bringing us all here.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is my fault.
I blame YouTube for allowing him to stay on.
Hey, they've tried. It's not like they haven't tried. Their other Pixel.
Other Pixel? Yeah.
Yeah, they've really tried to knock me off this thing.
Hi, I'm
Pixel. Yeah. Let's see if they're real saying it. Silver Surfer wins.
We've done that before, actually. I came on with the icon. It's like, hi, I'm Puppetine 2.0. I'm more improved. And I'm out of the closet.
I hated that.
No, it was awesome because I was like, and I'm out of the closet.
So, yeah, we are doing actual X-Men, not the
X-Men save the day.
Not the new one that came out in the 90s, but legitimate X-Men for Jim Lee, not Jay Lee, Jim Lee. Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out which one should end it and which one should begin it. Say again?
Which X-Men? The one with Gambit on the team? And Rogue? Start dating?
Yeah.
The 90s?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me give a...
That was volume 2.
I'll pop one up just to clarify.
If
I'm being confusing, let me pop a cover up here.
Yeah, Jim Lee X-Men. That was volume 2. Or I think so, yeah. Gambit's on there, yeah.
That's going to be one of the covers we rank.
I can't see. I feel like
I'll try to find more in focus. I'll find a more clear picture. Yeah. So that's the next one. That's gonna be on Sunday. Tomorrow, if you come to the auction but you like to go late, like because you're waiting for the 2s, the 3s, the 5s, the big dogs, show up early. I have no idea what I am going to get I don't even know how many books. I might stop by my flea market booth to just carry home a box of books to kind of flesh it out a little bit. But I have no idea what's for sale tomorrow. So
Amy,
show up early because I just don't know how that goes. And it's going to be pretty interesting. Hopefully I'll find some
asking
good
if Amy
stuff.
is awake. Amy?
I thought that you would have went back to
I'm gonna go ahead and
Amy, go to bed.
Oh, okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Go to sleep
Have a
in
good one,
your bed,
kids.
not your chair.
Henry, what I did was you had 2 lists,
night.
so I'm going one from one from the other, and I'm back and forthing it. That's a long time to not have a bearded man in the White House. Wait, seriously? When was? Yeah, Reagan didn't have a beard. Carter didn't have a beard. Neither. Wow, you're right. That is been.
You have to go back to like Roosevelt or the first Roosevelt or Taft or something like that, wasn't it?
Roosevelt didn't have one. It would have to be Taft. I think Roosevelt was.
Roosevelt had a mustache.
Just hit a mustache.
I'm saying Roosevelt, but I'm thinking somebody else. I think I'm thinking Theodore.
Teddy?
Well, Theodore Roosevelt was Roosevelt, but I think he did just have.
That was Roosevelt. Thank you. Yeah. No, he had mustache, no beard. Yeah.
Big old bushy mustache.
Maybe it was Taft.
Look it
mustache don't count, right? Could be. I don't know. All righty, kids. So yeah, once again, please show up for the auction tomorrow.
5 of them actually did. Abraham Lincoln, Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, James A. Garfield, and Benjamin Harrison. Benjamin Harrison was the last president to have a beard. 1893.
There you go. J.D. Vance has a nice beard, says Tony Hayes. Well, he'll be the next president. Fingers crossed. Yeah. All righty, kids. Thanks for hanging out with us. Anything you want? Oh, tomorrow in the morning time, right? Don't you have a
Tomorrow
video?
morning at 9 a.m., we'll launch another Walt Disney Productions of Robin Hood.
Michael Taylor. Yes. Here it is if you want to copy it and save it somewhere.
Mailing address is
I just spelled my name wrong.
555 5555.
Oh, please. Everybody here has my mailing address now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What kind of idiot has that on his letter?
Spaceballs. I think that's on Tubi now. You know, I was looking on YouTube and Tubi on the free movie sections.
Yeah.
They have so much freaking free stuff. I'm tempted to cancel everything except for my my Prime.
Tubi has a lot of, if you're looking for a lot of martial arts stuff, there's a lot on there, toy animation stuff.
I've been wanting to just watch a lot of 80s movies recently.
Westerns on there. They have the Man with No Name trilogies on there.
Yeah.
A lot of the Clint Eastwood Westerns on there. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if you can find John Wayne stuff on there too.
Not yet, Tony Hayes. I'll get you the tracking.
Canterbury, I was way off.
Yeah. Samsonite. I was way off.
Canterbury, the bunny guy.
Yeah, Michael, it's fine. Money orders are fine. I mean, granted, just understand when the money order goes through, then I'll send the books. Yeah.
You named me after the state. No, I named you after the dog. Yeah.
All righty. That being said, kids, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. And thank you very, very much.
We'll see you real.
Hey, if I could open my mailbox, Henry, that would worry me, but the key doesn't work. I made complaints to the post office, and they've been going.
That sounds like
really,
a personal problem.
Really slow. Yeah. Hi, Tony Hayes. Nice to meet you. That is, yeah. My
Aaron
mother actually
Butler.
didn't name me Englentine. You go figure. I was what's it called? Doxxed. I was doxxed by my own brother, by the way. I didn't do the face thing, and I just went by Englentine and everything. But my brother comes on, and he calls himself Chef Jack Butler, and he called me Aaron a couple of times, and then he posted, Oh, over at my YouTube, I've got our pictures from my nephew's birthday with me and my brother, and I was like, okay.
I never understood the logic of some people when they do that. It's like, do you realize what can happen on the internet when you just put your whole address in your? It's like,
well, right now it's self-assured destruction because I know all y'all's addresses as well. So, yeah. Did you see my last message on X? Darth Kato, I did not. When did you send that?
I just sent it earlier while we're doing the thing.
Yeah, I just haven't been home a lot recently. So yeah, I just missed a lot of messages and such. Here are the books I paid May 3rd. Okie dokie. I'll get them ready to go.
Okie dokie.
Okay, buddy. You have an Englentine is my alias. That is it. Yeah. The Englentine came from a Styx song. It's called "The Grove of Oglantine," which I have sung wrong for like 20 years before I realized I was singing it wrong in the car. And when I got my computer and everything, I realized that was my word because it's a wrong word. So I just made it my name. Yeah. All righty, kids. You have a great time. Show up tomorrow at Geeky Puppet Show around 9 a.m. for a cool video, and then tomorrow night at 8 for a great auction, hopefully.
Or if you want competition, we're reading Teenage Mutant Turtles Archie's for 30 minutes. So if you need to take a break in between the auction and go pee, come watch us.
No. All righty. You guys have a great time, and thank you very, very much for watching.
30-minute pee. It's worth it.